So this year during a test in school in which we had to read a text from like a literature something I don't even remember, but we had to read this text and then answer a question on the text. The text was about 2 pages, and so we had to read this text, and I was reading, and as I was reading, I just kept getting distracted and distracted again, but like a lot of times, and I could not stay focused for more than 2 sentences basically. So I kept rereading the same stuff until eventually I finished the text. And when I finished, and I was proceeding to go on with the questions, someone in my class asked the teacher what time it was to know how much time they had left, and the teacher said it was 8:45 and the test started at 8, and that meant I took 45 minutes to read 2 pages. And that might seem a lot to you, but that's the truth. That's what happened. So yeah, so that's where I was not even that long ago. And in fact, I'm not even that great at reading now, but I've definitely improved a lot. So now let's talk about the ways that I've learned and I've implemented in my life to that helped me improve reading, and I'll also tell you about one that I think is very good but has not helped me that much. And yeah, so I hope these ways can help you read better and just keep your focus higher. First tip I'm gonna give you is to keep your phone out of your peripheral vision, and preferably that means in another room. In this case, I don't have it in another room, I have it on this desk that's here, and if I'm looking at my PC, like now I'm recording, I don't see my phone at all, not even from the corner of my eye. I don't see it, and the best would be to have it in another room, but yeah. So another thing that you must do on your phone to improve focus is to just, and it's pretty easy, so just grab it and put it on either vibration or on silent, which would be the best. It doesn't take that long, it takes probably about 1 second, and you're probably not going to do it because you're a bit addicted to your phone and to your notifications. But I highly advise you do that because it's helped me a lot, and something that's helped me even more than this is to just go on the phone and go on Do Not Disturb, which is you have it on iPhone, and it's, I believe, the little moon icon on on the options settings, and on Android, like I have an Android, and it's this little thing here, which is like a minus. So you just put that on, and in that way you just have now completely cut out all of the notifications. I think it's automatic, or you need to do it automatically, or you need to do it manually. But if you need to do it manually, I don't really remember. I've had Do Not Disturb on for the past a lot of months, and that's just helped me so fucking much. Not having any notifications except for calls helped me tons with my reading and just my focus overall, like when I'm recording as well, or working or anything. Because think about it, if I had notifications right now and I heard the ding of the notification, wouldn't I get a lot more distracted? Because I start thinking about the notification, like who texted me, what is it about, might be an emergency, shit like this, which would just fog my brain and I wouldn't be able to concentrate as much. Okay? So same goes with reading, because if you're reading and you get notifications, even if you decide not to check your phone, you're still gonna get distracted because you heard the notification, and instantly that brought your mind to the notifications more than what you read. So you're gonna have to reread the same sentences and you're gonna waste time. So that is the number one tip I can give you to improve focus, like absolute number one. As for personal experience, of course, So yeah, I really hope you do this and you take this seriously. And you might be thinking that there may be an emergency, and yeah, but you have calls enabled. So if someone calls you, you can answer. That's that's your limiting belief destroyed right here. And maybe you also think that people are going to get offended and angry at you because you don't reply fast. Well, bro, it's their problem if they get offended, because if you have someone, maybe you have a friend that you know is gonna get offended if you don't answer within half an hour. Well, bro, maybe that friend, maybe you don't need that friend, because if you have someone that just gets pissed if you don't answer instantly, bro, you're worth more than that. Okay, like people usually like it even more when you don't reply fast as fuck, because that means you're probably busy, and girls especially like this because that means you're probably busy, and they like it when you don't, you know, give them your full attention 24/7. There is a whole argument on this, but it's not for this video, it's for another video, so now I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And this is the first point: to have your phone on do not disturb and have it in another room, both of the things. And yeah, so this is the first tip. Sorry, quick water break. So second thing is meditation. So before you go in the comments and attack me, meditating is definitely can seem a bit weird, okay? And it seemed weird to me too. I also was very skeptical on whether meditating was good or not for you, like if it actually worked or not, basically, because I also thought that it was a little weird, a little gay to meditate, and well, it's not because now I do it every day for a lot of time, and it's the amount of benefits it has is like there's a lot of benefits, bro, because you get more mindful, which means that you start knowing, becoming aware of when you're thinking about stuff. So when you're overthinking, basically, you become aware of that, and that means you can stop. So if you become aware of the fact that you're overthinking, well then you can stop overthinking. That's what I just said, but it's not really easy to comprehend as a concept unless you try it. And before you criticize and you just become skeptical like I was, please try it for a couple of times before you judge, because it's actually very good and it's actually very very beneficial. Worked for me a lot, and it probably will for you as well, because I don't think there's anyone that can't benefit from meditating, because there's people that say, oh, meditation doesn't work for me, but you probably either didn't try enough or didn't try hard enough. So yeah, meditating is just good. You should download the app that's called Medito, which is Medito, which is the best app that's out there for meditation, because it's completely free and it's actually very well done. So there is there is a couple of courses that you need to take. You don't need to take, but you should take in the beginning when you're learning, and you take those courses, you learn how to meditate, and then you go on with the practice, and it's just fantastic. It's an habit in my life that's helped me tons with a lot of things. So that's why you should also meditate. Now, third tip is a kind of a weird thing, because it's like a physical thing. You need to keep your eyes on the thing, that on the task, basically. So for example, the task I'm doing now is recording, so I need to look at my screen in order to record, mainly at my camera, but also now I'm looking at the script. I mean, it's not it's not really a script, but I'm looking at my notes for the video, and on the right I have my own image. So this is like, the screen is my task basically. So I'm looking at the screen all the time. I obviously, as you could probably see from this video, I've looked away a lot of times. Oh my, okay, I'm stuttering. I've looked away a lot of times in this video because I'm still getting good at this practice, because I've not discovered it that much time ago. So I'm still getting used to this, but I feel like it's very good, because if you think about it, maybe you're reading, because this video is supposed to be about reading, but it's like basically about everything that requires focus. So if you're reading and you force yourself to keep your eyes on the page, there is a lot less chance that you're gonna get distracted, if you think about it. So this is why this practice is useful, because like if you don't look away, how you're gonna get distracted? Pretty much, it's pretty straightforward. So that's it basically for this part. So next tip I can give you, which is the one that hasn't really worked for me that much, is the thing that I do, but as I said, it's not really that effective for me, but I'd advise you do this anyway. So you just grab a piece of paper, like a normal piece of paper. This one is ruined as well, so you don't need to have like a premium piece of paper. So you grab a piece of paper, you grab a pen, you write the date down of today, and you write the task. So for example, I wrote 9 of July, and I wrote down script if you get wait I wrote down script if you can't read video, and then you put like this little box thing that you will check once the task is done. So once you write down the task, you try your best to do nothing but that task until it's finished, pretty much. So you write the date down, you write the task, and then you do the task until it's done. And until it's done, you do nothing but the task. You don't even go eat, you don't even go to the bathroom if you need. I mean, obviously, if you're pissing yourself, go, please. But, you know, let's be real here. If you get hungry while you're doing the task, you're not gonna go eat until you're finished. So this is a great way to actually get the things done and not get distracted too much. So the reason this hasn't worked for me as well as other things is because my brain works against me most of the times. So if I just set myself to not do anything until the task is done, I'm still gonna do other stuff, because I just can't bring myself to do it. And yeah, obviously this is my fault. I'm not trying to take responsibility away, but this kind of like is a kind of useless task to do this thing of writing down what you're doing. But I'd advise you still try, because it might work for you, and I think it's probably good for you to just have in mind that you need to do this task, and that task only. I think it's good to have this in mind. So that's one benefit I can probably tell you about this task. This activity. So yeah, this is about it for this video, and see you in the next one.